Welcome back, Fantasy Endgame. Time to jump into another fantasy football draft, another Best Ball Mania draft here on Underdog. Happy you're here, checking us out, watching along the draft. If you've got your Underdog account, get ready. We're going to be hopping in at Best Ball Mania 6, trying to hammer as many of these as we can. If you're not on Underdog yet and you are checking this out and you like what you see, it looks like a lot of fun, you want to try it out, go to Underdog Fantasy, join. Use promo code ENDGAME. That'll get you up to $1,000 in bonus credits that you can use to draft, just like I'm about to do, plus free picks that you can use on Pick'ems for pretty much any sport you can think of imaginable. So check it out. All right, but we're going to jump into it now. This is a Best Ball Mania 6 draft. If you don't know, $25 entry, $15 million in prizes. 2 people are going to be making $1 million this year. Let's try to be one of them. We're going to be doing 20 seconds per pick. So if you want to try to get in here with me, this is the time to do it. I'm going to count us in. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We are in, and we still got a lot of spots left. So if you want to jump in here, plenty of time. 5 people, 4 people. Starting to fill up. What's up, Joseph? Nope, not doing a pit bull, doing a Best Ball Mania. What's up, Bobby? What's up, the Fantasy Football Show? Matt Maxman, what's up? MM. All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Fantasy Football Show. All right, we got 3 spots, 2 spots left. This thing will fill here real quick. And there we go. We are full. We're about to get into this. Let's see where we're picking from tonight. Got the 101. All right, the 101. So you know what that means. Taking Jamar Chase. And it also means we may take Joe Burrow, who I don't love taking in these drafts. But for the stack, we may do it. All right, Trent, what's up? Picking at 6. Daniel picking 2nd right behind me. All right. Good luck, you guys. Let's try to get a millionaire out of this draft. Let's find a millionaire in this draft right here tonight. All right, Jamar Chase on the team. No Bijan? I'm not taking Bijan. I can't take Bijan over Chase. Nah, gotta go Chase. I have a lot of Bijan already anyways. Cody, what's up? Wants to know, take on Jonnu. It's not good. Jonnu to Pittsburgh. I have so much Jonnu Smith this year. I'm not feeling good. Low volume passing offense. Competing with Muth. Yeah. Not feeling good about Jonnu. I honestly might not draft. Jonnu anymore just because I got to get my exposure down. So, yeah. That sucked. I was not happy about that at all. But what are you going to do? Yeah, last 3 seasons, the 101 has been cursed. And look, maybe Jamar Chase will be cursed this year. We'll see. But the only chance you're going to get Jamar Chase in fantasy drafts this year is when you have the 101. Probably. You got to take him when you do. Wow, CMC at the what is that, the 6th? CMC at the 6th. Dang, we're seeing his ADP go up. Yeah, I don't know if Jonnu's going to sit behind Muth. My guess is they'll run a lot of 2 tight end sets. I mean, they don't have any wide receivers other than DK. But we know. I mean, last year they were one of the lowest teams in terms of pass play percentage. We know what they want to do there in Pittsburgh. They want to run the football, play slow, lean on the defense, win ugly. Like that's not good for fantasy. It's not good for fantasy. Yeah, I think we're gonna see. Wow, Derrick Henry is 2 drafts in a row. First round, Derrick Henry. Interesting. Neighbors at the 11. That's a steal. Well done, Team 11. Getting Neighbors. That's, man. Makes me wish I had pick 11 in this draft. Jeez. Neighbors BTJ. Nice start there. Nice start. Very nice. All right, so pretty standard here. Nothing too crazy. I think Caleb Johnson's going to own the Steelers' backfield from week 1. I think he's just gonna be in the Najee role. I mean, Jaylen Warren will still get his touches, but I think it's going to be pretty much what we saw last year, just with Caleb in the Najee role. Yeah, CMC is creeping up. I really think we're gonna see CMC be a top 5 pick, especially when like training camp gets going and preseason, and everybody's like, "Oh, he's helped." Oh, you got to be kidding me! You got to be kidding me! I've yet to be able to get Marvin Harrison as the bring back with Jamar Chase in any of these drafts so far. The only time Marvin Harrison ever goes in the second round is when I have the 101. I don't really want to do McBride, but McBride does give us the bring back for Chase. All right. I don't do this often, but we'll go McBride. Yeah, you dodged the bullet if you didn't take a lot of Jonnu or Muth. I didn't take a lot of Muth. I don't have a lot of Muth because I'm like, it's the Steelers offense. Like, I don't want pass catchers in the Steelers offense. But I really did not think the Dolphins' plan was to trade Jonnu Smith and then trade for Darren Waller. Like, what are they doing? What are the Dolphins doing? Yeah, I think the days of CMC in the second round are over, unfortunately. I got a lot of CMC in the second round early in the offseason when nobody wanted to touch him, but that's not happening anymore. No more CMC in the second round. Mm-hmm. All right, this is an interesting start. Wide receiver, running back, tight end. Ugh. Gross. It's gross. The fantasy football show? That's not Smitty, is it? I know he's the fantasy football show. I mean, maybe. That'd be cool. What's up, Smitty, if that's you? Yeah, you could be right about Jonnu. They didn't want to pay him. Man, it feels like this team's in a window right now, and that window is closing very fast. And then they trade for the player they drafted anyways, and then I don't know what Miami's doing. I mean, I get okay, if you don't want to pay Jonnu, that's fine, but why don't you go out and trade for like a tight end like a Max Mayer who's sitting behind Brock Bowers? Or like a Cole Kmet. I mean, I don't know if the Bears would trade this guy. I don't know if the Raiders would trade Meyer, but I mean, go get somebody like Darren Waller. Like, this guy literally said he was tired, like he didn't want to play football anymore. Like, yeah, this is crazy. Darren Waller, crazy. All right, we got to fix this draft here. I mean, George Kittle definitely could be the #1 tight end, and you get him at a nice discount. All right. I don't mind James Cook here, but I don't want to fall too far behind at wide receiver. So I'm going to go Hunter and Pickens. I really like Pickens in that Cowboys offense. Who the Cowboys play week 17? Cowboys play the Commanders. I mean, maybe we can get Ertz as our tight end too. I'm not drafting Debo. I'm sorry. Who the Jaguars play week 17? The Colts? Oh, we can definitely get the Colts wide receivers. Those guys are practically free. Josh Downs, Michael Pittman. I don't even mind Alec Pierce. He's got spike week potential. What's up, Charlene? The only Steeler to have is Boswell. That's true. That's true. Boswell's the best fantasy player for the Steelers. Right? That yeah. Man, I almost drafted James Cook there. James Cook in the 5th round. That's a steal. James Cook, round 5. I almost took him there. I just didn't want to be too weak at wide receiver. Cameron Dicker has his own car commercial on YouTube. Good for him. Mike Pruitt or Mercedes Lewis. Yeah, why not grab one of those guys? I don't know, Miami. Darren Waller. I mean, I will say that the Darren Waller signing, though, is I'm kind of like, okay, I probably have to start taking some shots on Jalen Waddle. Because the targets should be there. I mean, targets should be there. Yeah, number 11 has a nice draft. I mean, getting Neighbors BTJ, that is such a good start. Then Kyron Harvey. I don't love Judy. I don't see the path for Judy. Maybe I'm wrong. Who's his quarterback? But I definitely like most of that draft. There's a good chance we're going to get Burrow here. Yeah, we're going to get Burrow here. I don't not hate this at all. Don't hate this at all. Getting Burrow to pair with Chase. And we'll go Pearsall here. '49ers get the Bears. Pretty sure. I mean, I don't love Luther Burden, but maybe. Yeah, getting Burrow that late is pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Tatum likes to start. Thank you, Tatum. Skip Bayless, what's up? We got Skip Bayless on here. Yeah, you know, considering I went wide receiver, running back, tight end, which I hardly ever do, I think this team's turning out okay so far. I mean, we got Chase, Hunter, Pickens, Pearsall at wide receiver. We got Burrow, Chase stack. We got McBride and JT. Josh was saying whatever it takes to draft Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Jacoby Myers. I mean, you could definitely draft those guys. Nope, no running back 2 yet. No running back 2 yet, but don't you worry. Don't you worry, Billy Brown. We'll get some RB2s. We'll have plenty of RB2s before this thing is over. Upside is what these drafts are all about. That's all that these drafts are about. And the nice thing about having Burrow and McBride is now I can just really wait. I only need 2 of each. Like I only need 1 more tight end, 1 more QB, and I can really wait if I have to. I don't have to force in a second QB or a second tight end. So we can just attack wide receiver and running back here through these middle rounds. A lot of kicker talk in the chat tonight. What's going on here, guys? Why are we talking about kickers so much? Why are you in a dynasty league with kickers, by the way? It's bad enough in redraft, but in dynasty, that's just brutal. Yeah, exactly, Joseph. There's plenty of RB2s out there still. Although we have an RB2 run here going. Scattaboo with Tracy. In this format, I would just take one of them. I think in redraft, it's fine, though. All right, let's go. Yeah, let's go Scattaboo. I have way too much Scattaboo, but let's go Scattaboo. We'll go Pittman for that bring back here. Where does Michael Penix Jr. have the 3rd highest projected passing yards? In Vegas? That is crazy. What does Vegas know that we don't? 3rd highest? Talk about DST? Yeah, let's not. Let's not talk about DST. That is crazy. Picking first is the worst? I don't know if it's the worst. I think in the middle is the worst. Like 6, 7. Oh, I hate those spots. I do definitely prefer the end, though. I think the end is better. All right, what are we at here? We're at 1, 2, 5, 1. We're only going to go 2 and 2. I might go 7-7 here. I might go 7 running backs, 7 wide receivers. Just because we're gonna need quantity over quality at running back at this point. When's Burrows by? Burrows by is 10. McBride is 8. Oh, Johnu. It used to be a spot where I would draft you every time. Not anymore. Can't do it. All right, let's go Tootin. I don't really want to reach for Ramondre here. I guess it's not too bad. Let's go Ramondre. CeeDee Lamb's volume goes down with George Pickens. I mean, maybe. But I think CeeDee Lamb is so good, I can't see his volume going down enough to make a dent. And the Cowboys routinely rank like top 5 pass attempts per game. I think there's enough. I think there's enough there for both of them. I mean, I certainly don't think Pickens is going to be like a wide receiver 1 or anything, but he's going to give you weeks. Adam Thielen was great in the playoffs last season. Was he? I don't even remember, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. You know how I feel about Thielen. He somehow keeps chugging along and being like okay. But they just added McMillan. I think Coker is going to be their slot wide receiver. I don't know. I'm not drafting Thielen personally. I do agree. I agree. David Montgomery goes too low in these drafts. And I considered Montgomery where I took Pearsall. I do agree. He does go too late in these drafts, in my opinion. I think people just assume that, like, with Ben Johnson gone, it's going to be all Gibbs, but I don't, like, why? Like, why would they stop giving the ball to David Montgomery? He's good. There goes Jonnu. How the mighty have fallen. Now he's going after Colston Loveland and Jake Ferguson. Wow, there's some names from the past. Julio Jones, Roddy White. All right. Definitely a couple running backs I like here. And they both just got drafted. So, change of plans. All right, I guess Goddard. And another. Well, I have two. Let's not go. Yeah. All right. Panic draft Algier. Panic pick Algier. Drafting Johnny this week is like catching a falling knife. Yeah. So much Johnny. It's so frustrating. Yeah, it's annoying. I'm pretty sure I'm way over 25% Johnu. But I'm just going to not draft any more Johnu. Get that number down. Get that number down. All right, so we're done at tight end here. Whoops. Get one more QB at some point. Feel sorry for the move. Feel sorry for both of them. There goes Adam Thielen. Speaking of Thielen. I don't know if Geno Smith is going to help Ashton Genty win Rookie of the Year, but I would be shocked if he didn't win Rookie of the Year. He's just that good. Gotta like the Raiders offense. Actually, I was looking at today. Vegas only projects them for like 6.5 wins. That seems very low. Speaking of Geno, let's take Geno here as our QB2. Don't hate that. And then let's grab Alec Pierce to stack with Pittman for that bring back. He's got that weekly spike week that I like in these later rounds. All right. So we need 2 more running backs, 1 more wide receiver here. I think this team is going to turn out all right. I don't know if I'm going to like it as much as yesterday's team, but it's going to turn out all right. Am I crazy for considering trading Saquon for Genty in a keeper league? I feel like Saquon will have the same year he had last year in a Genty. I don't think it's crazy in a keeper league. Like, how are these guys ranked in Dynasty? Like, do people have Barkley ahead of Genty in Dynasty? like I'm trying to think. Like I probably would take Genty in Dynasty. I don't think it's crazy at all. I don't think it's crazy at all. Do it. Barkley coming off a season where he had almost 500 touches. Like, very, very rare that running backs have that many touches. I mean, it's very rare that running backs have that many touches ever. And then come back the next year and don't see their production slip, don't miss games. Yeah, I don't think it's crazy at all. You got it. Good luck. All right. 2 more running backs, 1 more wide receiver. Not Nick Chubb. Oh, I'm on the clock. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm like, wait, I'm not on the clock. All right, let's go. Let's go get-ins. Samson. Is Bucky Irving still available? We're in round 17, Joshua. That would be pretty awesome if he was, but he's unfortunately not available. Best place I came in these drafts last year, I had no worries, Joshua. I had 9 teams make it, 9 out of 24. I think it was 9, 8 or 9 out of 24 make it to the first round of playoffs, but I didn't make it. I didn't advance past that. I had a team that was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it didn't advance. If you remember week 1 of the playoffs last year, Gibbs went off, Goff went off, Henry went off. I think I had somebody else that went off, and I somehow didn't make it. I just happened to be in a pod where, like, one of the highest scoring pods. Very frustrating. But that's how it goes. It's very difficult in these things. I feel like advancing isn't, like, too tough. Like, as far as getting, winning the draft here. But, man. Enemy, you got one team into the final week. That's awesome, dude. That's hard. It's hard to do. Yeah, this is Best Ball Mania. Even out of 412 teams, it's hard to get one in there. Very hard to do. I mean, how many? I mean, there's going to be 672,000 people in this thing. And then how many people make it to the final? How many people even make it to the last week? Bills Commanders would be a cool Super Bowl for sure. That'd be fun. Yeah, but even getting one team to week 17 in any of these tournaments is not easy. So well done. Exactly. If you max out BBM statistically, you get one team to the final every 7 years. Not easy to do. It's crazy. All right, we're gonna end with Jalen Coker. We're gonna take a look at the squad here. I think it turned out all right. All right, so we got Burrow and Geno at QB. Nothing wrong with that. And then I got Burrow to stack with Chase. I didn't have any stack with Geno because I had to kind of wait on QB there. But we got Hunter, Pickens, Pearsall, Pittman, Pierce, Coker. Plenty of upside at wide receiver. Of course, running back, I kind of went hero RB with JT. I definitely went hero RB with JT. Scatterbo, Tootin, Stevenson, Algier, Giddens, Sampson. It's risky, but a couple of those guys hit. A couple of those late guys hit. This is a team with a ton of upside. And then we got McBride and Goddard at tight end. Nothing wrong with that. So there we go. Another one in the books. Daniel saying he was team 4. Thank you. Glad you got in here. Good job, everybody. Appreciate everybody being on here, of course, and chatting it up with us. Don't forget, we're doing these all the time. And if you want to get in a draft like this, if you're like, that looks like fun, you go to underdogfantasy.com. And when you join, you see it scrolling down there. Join using promo code ENDGAME because that'll get you up to $1,000 in bonus cash that you can use to do these drafts. Plus, you get a free pick that you can use on Pick'ems for baseball or wait for football or whatever sport you want, honestly. So check it out, Underdog Fantasy. We'll be back here tomorrow for our mock draft on Sleeper. That's our free mock draft that we do on Sleeper. So you definitely want to be back here for that tomorrow. All right, everybody. Appreciate you being on here. Appreciate the conversation. We'll see you guys tomorrow.